It starts with a guy on a motorcycle, right? He revs that engine and takes off like a shot. He's flying through a tunnel, dodging cars like a maniac, all with one goal, cutting off some dude in a yellow car. But this yellow car driver isn't backing down, he's speeding up, trying to ram him. Our motorcycle guy is not messing around. He floors it and rides up the wall of the tunnel, matching the yellow car's speed. You can almost hear him thinking, if I'm going down, you're coming with me. What kind of hate makes someone that crazy? Well, let's rewind a bit. This is Taejong. He seems like just a regular, super nice delivery guy. He's working hard, dawn till dusk. One night, he's chatting with a coworker when, out of nowhere, a red car speeds by. Some rich kids in the car lean out and knock the delivery guy's food all over the street. Taejong's blood boils. He hops on his scooter and chases after them. These rich punks are driving like maniacs, but Taejong's a seriously skilled driver. Plus, he knows these streets like the back of his hand. He cuts through alleys, jumps curbs, and does whatever it takes to catch up. Finally, he gets close enough. He guns it, blows past their car, and slams on the brakes, stopping right in front of them. "Pay for the food," he shouts. The guy in the car is so scared, he just pulls out his wallet and hands over the money. Of course, Taejong doesn't keep the money. He transfers it to his coworker and then heads off to bring food to his younger brother, Taejin, who's just finishing up extra classes. Ever since their mom passed away, it's just been the two of them looking out for each other. Taejong tells his brother that he'll visit their mom's grave alone tomorrow. Taejin has exams coming up, so he needs to stay home and study, not waste time online. After his deliveries, Taejong is hauling bags of soil to his small garden. Turns out, he and his girlfriend, Suji, are planning to open a flower shop. Some close friends are helping out, and they all celebrate because it's almost ready. Taejong borrowed money from the bank to open the shop, which is why he's working himself to the bone as a delivery driver to pay it back. He thinks maybe he rushed into it a bit, that he should have waited until Taejin graduated. But Suji says that's exactly what she loves about him. He just throws himself into things headfirst. Taejong offers to take her home, but Suji whispers that she wants to stay the night. Taejong, of course, isn't going to say no to that. The next morning, he gets up early to make breakfast for his girlfriend before heading out for his deliveries. He leaves the package at the door, takes a picture as proof of delivery, and turns to find the elevator doors closing. He figures he'll just take the stairs. But in the stairwell, he notices a potted plant that's looking a little wilted. He moves it into the shade and leaves a note for the owner. Too much sun will burn the leaves. At his next delivery, he sees an elderly woman struggling to pull her suitcase up a hill, so he kindly helps her. That evening, Taejong is scarfing down some food when he notices a cell phone lying on the ground. Someone must have dropped it. When he answers it, the woman on the other end says it's her phone and asks him to bring it to her. First, Taejong suggests leaving it somewhere so she can pick it up, but she says she's taking care of her sick mother and can't leave the house. She even offers him 300,000 won, a decent chunk of change, as a reward. Well, of course he has to go. Taejong jumps on his scooter and heads to the location she gave him. But it's a deserted area just before a tunnel. There are no houses around. The woman tells him to just leave the phone in the emergency phone box inside the tunnel, and she'll pick it up when she has time. Taejong wants to hand it to her in person, but she insists she doesn't want strangers coming to her house. Even though it seems a little strange, Taejong does what she asks. Inside the phone box, he finds an envelope with the 300,000 won reward. As Taejong is about to leave, a truck parked nearby suddenly roars to life and speeds off, almost hitting him. The next day, Taejong makes a memorial meal for his mom. He thought he'd be alone, but Taejin shows up with a pot of flowers. Taejong doesn't scold him. He even lets him have some of his food. Later, after Taejin has left, it starts to rain heavily. Taejong hurries to bring the flower pots inside. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door. Before he can even open it, the police burst in, arrest him, and pin him down. Taejong, you're under arrest for suspicion of rape and murder. At the police station, the media is waiting for news. The story quickly spreads. A woman in her 20s has been found dismembered near the Han River Tunnel. The police have their guy, Taejong. They've got him locked up and say they're pretty sure this wasn't just some random act of violence, but a premeditated crime. Taejong keeps saying he's never even met this woman, but the cops are convinced he raped and murdered her. He's thinking he'll be out soon and is more worried about his plants at the flower shop. But judging by the cops' attitude, they're 100% sure he's the killer. They've even released his name to the media. Suji, his girlfriend, is understandably devastated when she reads the news. The next day, his close friends manage to get permission to visit Taejong. He's so happy to see them and just asks them to take care of his plants. But they tell him things are crazy outside. All his personal information has been leaked online. At his flower shop, some crazed people have spray-painted hateful messages on the walls, calling him a murderer who deserves to die. Taejung keeps pleading his innocence, but the jerk detective won't listen. He demands that Taejung provide an alibi if he wants to be released. The media is all over the story, analyzing his supposed criminal mind like they know him or something. Suji decides to temporarily close the flower shop and find a lawyer to help Taejung. When she visits him, Taejung apologizes for putting her through so much trouble. But then Suji actually starts to doubt him. Taejung is stunned. He tearfully swears that he truly didn't commit the crime. Only then does Suji breathe a sigh of relief, promising to do everything she can to help him. The lawyer says the best way to clear Taejung's name is to prove that he was doing something else at the time the victim died. The problem is, the exact time of death hasn't been determined. Proving every single detail of Taejung's activities for 2 whole days is nearly impossible. But Suji points out that Taejung is a workaholic. Maybe they can find some kind of evidence in his relentless schedule. So they start calling around, trying to get his delivery history, and ask Taejung what he remembers. Luckily, he keeps his delivery receipts at home. They split up and go to each location to ask for information. Since Taejung is such a kind, helpful guy, almost everyone agrees to be a witness. There's one time period where they can't find a witness, but they manage to find surveillance video that captures him. Finally, they gather enough evidence to account for Taejung's entire schedule for those 2 days. Now they realize how insanely hard Taejung works. He never stops. The lawyer is confident that Taejung will definitely be exonerated. They're all overjoyed. On the day of the trial, the lawyer presents the evidence of Taejung's meticulously documented schedule. The alibi is rock solid. Taejung couldn't possibly have had the time to commit the crime. Everything seems to be going smoothly when the prosecutor suddenly counterattacks. The prosecutor points out that the records show Taejung made a delivery to the victim's residence. From the time he arrived until the time he left, a total of 7 minutes elapsed.